Hello, Purple Eagles fans. My name is Todd Callen from the Niagara Sports Network, and we welcome you today to our hockey coaches interview as we preview the 2018-2019 season. Very pleased to be joined today by head coach Jason Lammers. Coach, thanks so much for stopping by.
Appreciate you being here.
Now, Coach, let's talk a little bit about year two for you. It was about 365 days ago that we sat right here and talked about your inaugural season. Now you've got a year in the books. Talk about the differences, year two as opposed to year one.
Yeah, well, experience is a great teacher. So this is our first time together as a staff. So number one, we got to spend some time together and really grow in our craft and how we wanted to handle everything. That was wonderful. The second part to that was we got the opportunity to bring the students back to campus, and they were able to get some schoolwork done. And one of our goals here is to help them get their undergraduate degree and their graduate degree while they're playing hockey here. We don't have anybody under a 3.0 on our team, and our team GPA is a 3.4. So it's real important for us to do the education piece. And the third piece, as players, we're in better shape. We have abs this year, and that's exciting to see, and something that we really feel like we're at where we want to be physically, academically, and as a staff. And now it's time for us to take a step as an organization.
You talk a lot about the preparation. You had a chance to play an exhibition game against York University on Saturday, October 6th. Talk about your takeaways, positive and negative, from that game.
Yeah, well, we treated it like an NFL preseason game. So we wanted to get guys in and get reps, and we wanted to get guys out. We talked earlier about you want to get guys hit so they know what it feels like. At the same time, you don't want anybody to get hurt. So the positive was we got people that got hit, and we got out of there with no injuries. So that was really good. We liked a lot of what we did. We only gave up 6 grade A opportunities, which is really good for us where we were last year. So those were all the positives. Things that we need to continue to work on is our structure and how we're playing when it's all of a sudden game speed and the bright lights turn on. Yeah. We need to be ready for that speed. That'd be number one. And number two, we just want to keep working with our special teams.
Any differences for practice now as you lead into the season opener? It's coming right around the corner Friday night at home against the AIC Yellow Jackets. Talk about this week of practice.
Yeah, this week of practice has been good. We had the chance to give the guys some time off, so energy is really important to us. That's one of the things I learned last year is with only 34 games versus junior where you play 70 regular season, every game's like a Super Bowl here. So we need to really manage our emotions and manage our energy. So we were able to give the guys a day off on Monday, coming off the Canadian Thanksgiving, and celebrate some time with their families and the end of training camp, which was the guys really enjoyed. And then the second part is we have some details that we want to get better at for AIC. We played them last year in the playoffs. We have a good idea how they're going to play. We need to make some adjustments. We need to grow this week. We need to get a little better.
11 freshmen on the roster. A couple things about that number of freshmen. For those that got in the game against York, anybody talk about the difference in speed when you get to that level? And then secondly, you're going to rely on some upperclassmen, I would think, to mentor some of the younger guys. How's that going?
Yeah, so we got everybody in, which was great, and the freshmen definitely said that. Just the time and space shrinks, right? So they need to get adjusted to that. They're working on that. You can practice it, but there's nothing like a game, number one. Number two, our upper class, our juniors and seniors are our drivers. They need to go through the process of realizing they're a driver on our team and then learning to hold people accountable and being a driver. It's their ownership of the program. We need them to take steps. We'll only go as far as our upperclassmen take us.
Let's talk a little bit about some individual players. I'll open the floor to you, Coach, knowing that we can't go over everyone, but if there are a select few, a handful that you're really looking forward to their upcoming seasons, who are some of them?
Yeah, so I would start in net for us. You know, just like pitching in baseball or a quarterback in football, goaltending's critical. And I'm really excited. I think we have a good group of 3. Obviously, Brian Wilson's our returner. OB, he just does so much for us, constant competitor, and Cole Weaver's our incoming freshman, so we're excited to see him and what he can do. On defense, I really like our D-corps. One of our goals is to lead the league in points from a D-corps. At the top of that list, obviously, would be Noah Delmas, chance to attend Toronto Maple Leafs development camp this summer. He's really taken a step. He's in a really good place. And the second would be Niko Cabacass, who's had an outstanding summer, leaned out. He's strong. He's ready to go. And Chris Harper had a real good training camp for us on the back end. Then we've got a lot of first-year guys, so we're going to have to integrate those guys and get them up to speed fast. Up front, we're excited. We think we have more sticks. We think we have more talent. We think we have more speed. We have guys that can really make plays. Eric Cooley is also a guy that went to Toronto Maple Leafs development camp. he looks good in camp. We want him to keep taking a step. And overall, in general, our forwards need to take a step and do some more. Nick Farmer's our captain, just competes every day as hard as possible. Johnny Kern's a big influence for us. He's got a real good stick, and he's tweaked his body. He looks like a hockey player. We're excited to see his speed and pace keep up and keep going, and then get results off of it.
A lot of those names helped last year where you got into the national rankings. That was an impressive feat. Talk about how you build on that and perhaps some specific goals. You talked about a few. Any other specific goals that you've laid out for the team as you get ready? Yeah,
we have one specific goal. Our mission right now is to prove people wrong. We were picked 11th, and our team's not happy about that. As a staff, we're not happy about that, but it's great. It's great information, right? And so we have a clear mission of what we want to do as a group. So that's number one. Number two, to get in the top 20 ranking, I think we learned through that oftentimes success is a pill that you swallow, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's poison. And our success created some comfortableness in our locker room, which then teams came with their A game and we weren't ready for it. So we're going to have to grow. We're going to have to learn to handle that. It's hard to win in this league. It's a great league. Details matter. We're going to be better because of those experiences.
It's interesting with the preseason rankings, not anything I thought about ahead of time, but let's talk about that. Was there much of a decision? Do we go with it? Do we just disregard it? You guys clearly embraced it and have decided to go with it and make that kind of a rallying cry.
Absolutely. I think there's two ends of that, right? When you're reading about the LA Rams and how they're doing, everybody's anointing them Super Bowl champs, so now they have to humble themselves. We're on the flip side of that. We got to be hungry, and it's quite obvious that the hunger's been given to us. Now we got to take a bite and eat it.
Atlantic Hockey Tournament is going to be in Buffalo. The Frozen Four is going to be in downtown Buffalo. Some pretty impactful games so close to campus. Talk about if that has energized your group to be a part of either one of those.
Well, I think that fits into our mission. Obviously, our mission is bigger than that to start, but if we do our mission, if we accomplish our mission, we'll get the opportunity to play those important games close to campus. And I think that's a wonderful experience for us, that we can have the community support, we can have the campus support, we can have our family support so close to home. And that's obviously something that we're shooting for. It's definitely a vision of our program. But right now our mission is to prove people wrong. And if we're there, we'll prove people wrong.
Final question for you today, Coach, as we wrap up. I read something very interesting that you want to do with the post-game press conferences, that those will be open to the public. Talk about how that has evolved. I know you've had success with it previously. Yeah. That's a really neat element for our fans to get up close and personal with the team. Talk about it.
Yeah, we'd love to have everybody come out to the press conference after the game. We think it's a place to connect the community to our players. Obviously, we want to go through the press questions that there are, but we want to hear questions from the fans. And I think it's a real good experience, growth opportunity for our guys to have to answer unscripted questions. You and I could sit here right now, and we probably know if we win or if we lose what the questions are going to be from the press. When you get fans in there of all ages, you're not sure what the questions are. And I think that's a real growth opportunity for our guys, as our main goal here is to grow men. When you don't know what's ahead of you, it's a great opportunity to grow.
All right, Coach. Well, we know what's ahead of you and your team, and that is the season opener on Friday night, October 12th against AIC. Thanks so much for the time, and best of luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
That is Purple Eagles head coach Jason Lammers from the men's hockey team here at Niagara University. Again, the reminder, folks, the season opens this weekend, Friday, October 12th, and Saturday, October 13th. 7 p.m. puck drop at Dwyer Arena against the AIC Yellow Jackets. From the Niagara Sports Network, my name is Todd Callen. Have a great day, everyone.